Some good ASMR.
Can you remind everyone what we're here for today?
No. We're here.
I might skip the teeth because somebody needs to make sense.
We're here for HOWLoween.
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 It's not meant to be a tongue twister.
Maybe I should go like a ventriloquist route where I just don't move my lips and then I just talk like this and then it's like ooh, who's talking?
I hate this so much. Okay. Hi everyone.
I feel like that's enough for the teeth.
Huh? What?
I feel like that's enough of them.
I think so. Spitting them out.
I know. Yeah, because they're like, they get full of spit a little bit.
Horrible.
I'll just like hide them over there. Yep. We're here.
Welcome back to the Pawlywood Pawdcast.
It's the Pawlywood Pawdcast. We're here for a special time of the year.
HOWLoween.
HOWLoween.
It's just Halloween, but with
HOWLoween.
There you go.
Okay, because I think what I was saying was I was really overpronouncing the howl part of it. I was like howl.
How like 2 syllables?
Yeah, I
that'll
think that's
do
what
it.
I was doing. Yeah. Boo. You gotta drink it right so you can see it in the.
Yeah. At the time of recording this, it's late September, which is basically October, which is basically Halloween. You're struggling today.
I am.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to watch it go back through the straw.
We're doing only like Halloween-ish movies. Halloween animal movies, obviously.
Yeah.
Until the end of October. That's all you'll see from us.
And
I don't know
like,
how many that'll be, but
who knows if it'll go even farther.
yeah. I mean,
depends
sometimes
on when we get to it.
It does take too long to
get
them out. I forget to cut them sometimes.
That's
I'm really
okay.
behind on strays. That's okay. But yeah, the first movie of HOWLoween is going to be Spooky Buddies.
Spooky Buddies.
Is it what, DCOM, I guess?
I
Disney
think
Channel
it
original
technically
movie?
is. Like, I don't know if it was. I mean, I guess it must have because it wasn't like in the theater.
Yeah,
and
right.
it wasn't like Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it was, but it doesn't feel like a decom.
Mhm.
Like it feels it's its own thing. It's Spooky Buddies.
It's Spooky Buddies. It's somewhere in between.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna try and like speed run this.
Yeah.
So I've set us a timer for 1 hour.
Okay.
And I think we should try to be done because we're trying to film 2 today.
And I think that's okay because like we're talking about Halloween so many times.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Halloween.
It is gonna get repetitive for some of these. That's
Yeah.
true.
So I think it's okay if we're like they're all kind of little, and we'll just have a lot of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, first outfits.
Yeah, I didn't know whether to go like spooky or animal, but I figured I would just dress spooky all month. But it's a decom, so we have our Disney ears.
Yeah.
Halloween Disney ears. Those are Hocus Pocus, which I thought was fun.
Yes. And
yeah.
And then we're just kind of in Halloween
everything's
colors.
spooky. I thought about I would have is there anything else that would have made like a better costume? I could have been like the warlock.
Yeah.
I don't know what I have.
I mean,
for
I could
that.
have been like one of the buddies.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I don't have any of those outfits.
Yeah. Yeah, I think just dressing spooky all
I mean,
month
we've got
that'll
Halloween
work.
socks.
We do. My socks have cats.
Oh, that's nice.
That's sort of on theme, almost.
I like them.
Yeah. And we have our good little setup here.
Yeah.
With all my Halloween stuff in
There's
one
so
room.
many.
Yeah.
I gotta just move it all in. I was holding. I think
put
you
all
were
the
looking the other way.
pumpkins
I
back
was
here.
like stacking them for a minute. Yeah, I'm here in my my dumper, as the kids have called it. It's like a jumpsuit, but it's like the legs are really big, so it kind of looks like a dress. So the kids I nanny were calling it a dumper, like a dress jumper. So
it's really good.
now that's all I think about when I wear it. But I feel like that's, outfits.
Yeah.
I wish I knew this guy's name. I feel like it's something Do we think it's kind of Halloween-y?
No. What would that mean? What would that be?
I don't know. The only thing I thought of was pumpkin.
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't think its name is Pumpkin.
It's a little spicy.
Spice Girl.
Spice Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's like Baby Spice. If it was a Spice Girl, what Spice Girl would it be?
Baby Spice?
I don't really remember all the Spice
Girls.
Oh, Ginger Spice, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know much about the Spice Girls apart from their names and that one of them was a judge on America's Got Talent.
That's true.
I don't think she is. Is she anymore? I don't remember. I don't remember if she was there when I was there for the day.
I don't know. I don't follow her too closely.
I don't either. But it is funny that out of the 5 of them, 2 of them had the same name. I like that. Yeah, there's
2 of them are Mel or something.
Yeah, it's like Mel B and Mel C, I think.
That is funny. What are the chances?
I know. Well, that doesn't really have anything to do with Spooky Buddies. What if the 5 buddies had been the 5 Spice Girls? Maybe
Posh Buddy, Baby Buddy, Scary Buddy. That'd be good.
Scary Buddy, yeah.
Why didn't they do like a crossover?
I don't know.
Spice Buddy World.
I don't know why they didn't do like a group costume. If they had been the what Scooby-Doo people?
My brain just keeps going the Brady Bunch. That's not who they are.
Yeah.
What are they called? The Mystery Machine.
Gang. The Mystery Gang.
Do they have the gang?
Yeah, I don't really remember.
They have a name, right?
Did I send you a picture of I saw a van painted like that the other day? I also keep getting ads for a pet carrier that looks like that.
Aw.
It's really nice.
That's cute.
Yeah. I don't have anything to put in it, but I think it's really fun.
Just use it as a purse.
But it has like the zippers and like the little mesh areas for an animal, but there's nothing in it.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I guess let's move on to the recap.
Yeah.
So, Spooky Buddies.
We open on 1937 because this movie is literally Hocus Pocus.
It's just Hocus Pocus, but there's dogs.
It's exactly Hocus Pocus. We have to start in like a period era.
Yeah.
There's like a creepy man.
And there's like a thing, like a spell going on and of course, what he needs are 5 puppies that share the same blood.
Yeah. So
there's 5 little beagles.
Were, 5 beagles.
One
he kidnaps them.
One of them is Pip, which is Frankie Jonas, which is really interesting. Has he done anything since this?
I'm sure he has, but like nothing.
Besides, what's the show that I was with? Oh, the Claim to Fame.
Yeah.
Where a lot of the episodes, Kevin Jonas just doesn't come, and it's like Frankie Jonas's day. It's like Kevin Jonas is off doing Jonas Brother things, and all of a sudden it's like Frankie's there, and it's just his day.
Good for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so who are our characters that we meet? There's Warwick the Warlock, who's like doing a lot. He has a big staff.
He has a staff that's got
like a glowing crystal in it.
Yeah, it looks like the staff from the Barbie Pegasus movie, but black instead of pink, because that's the same vibe of like a big gem at the
yeah.
But the point of that movie is they have to get a gem to put on the staff, and they're building the staff. It has the same look.
I'll take your word for that. There's Pip.
There's Hoot the Owl.
Hoot the Owl, yeah. Who is
an owl who...
There's sort of like a trio of like evil, and it's the warlock in charge, and then his like second in command is the dog. The HOWLoween Hound.
But I think the HOWLoween Hound is
is he like a different thing?
I think he's his own thing. I think he's this...
I thought they were working together, but then
I think they have the same goal.
Okay.
But like he is more of his own like demon entity, guardian of hell, and like the warlock is kind of just an idiot summoning him, because the Hound seems more in charge of, he knows what's going on.
Because that's what happened. He summons the Hound in the first scene in 1937.
I think they're reluctant collaborators.
Right. Yeah. And then the owl is like the servant of the warlock,
I guess.
Yeah.
Who like the warlock I think can talk to, but the owl can also talk to the dogs, which can't talk to humans. So I'm a little confused how that works.
I feel like all the animals can normally talk to each other. I don't know. I guess he's just a magic bird. The dogs are magic. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. So
do you think only the dogs can see the ghost dog? or
No, that one kid got
Oh
scared.
yeah, you're right.
They can also
But
be
like,
ghost
can they talk to the ghost dog, or do they just see a flying ghost
Probably that,
going woof
yeah.
woof woof?
But yeah, the plan goes wrong because like Pip gets turned into stone, but then like the warlock gets sent back into the mirror.
Yeah,
or something.
and
I
like
don't
his
know.
ghost his spirit's stuck.
Yeah.
I think the howling hound. Now I'm stuck saying a howl. The hound wants the souls so he can like set loose everything in hell. So like he didn't get this soul, and the soul is just like trapped in the house for 75 years.
But yeah, flash forward to present day. Pip is a ghost dog, and it's like the worst thing you've ever looked at.
It's awful.
It's so disturbing.
Oh, we forgot that there's a kid that owned Pip.
Yeah.
And he's sad, and he was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And there was the police force was an old guy, a different old guy than we meet later, but another old guy who had a dog, like a bloodhound. That's like the great grandpa of this current day police force's bloodhound.
Of course.
But the generations don't quite work out. You just gotta suspend your disbelief.
But yeah, so we go to present day, and the buddies are here. It's kind of like you assume that you've seen some of the previous movies, which I haven't really, so I didn't know who any of them were, but that's okay. You figure it out pretty fast. The kid from Booksmart is there.
Fun fact, he plays both him and his dog.
Oh, that's crazy.
But none of the other kids are both them and their dog. It's just him.
So talented.
Which I'm not really sure why.
But yeah, that dog is a lot. He just, B-Dawg, every sentence is, yo, dog.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's so much.
Yeah, well, okay, so let's meet the buddies, because maybe you haven't seen them before. So basically the buddies, you remember Airbud, the dog who plays sports. Airbud met a girl golden retriever. Her name was Molly, and they had, what I learned in my research, 6 puppies, and then they had 2 more movies, and then they pretended those don't exist, got rid of 1 puppy, and all of a sudden everyone can talk.
One of them die?
No, it's just they just pretended.
That's wild. Okay.
So then they have the 5 puppies. There's Rosebud. She's a girl. That's her deal. That's
very much her whole thing.
And she likes soccer, but we don't really get to see that much here. And then there's B-Dawg, who's like trying to be a little gangster and a hip hop rapper, as his owner wants to be for Halloween. Yeah. And he wears a little bedazzled chain with a bee, and he, I think, likes basketball. And then there's Mudbud, who I think maybe likes, I don't remember if Mudbud or Buddha likes baseball or volleyball, like who's which. Maybe Buddha's baseball and Mudbud is volleyball, because like beach volleyball's muddy.
I don't know.
I don't remember, but those are those 2. Those ones don't do much in this. Like Mudbud, I don't think has anything to say the entire time, and I think Buddha occasionally pretends to be wise. But not really. Okay. And then there's Butterball, who is big but not really. He just wears a shirt. And he likes football. And he's always eating and farting. Yeah. That's his thing.
And kind of it's sort of a similar deal in terms of like the CG of like because their mouths move when they talk. And it's kind of the same as most of the dog movies we've seen. Yes. Where it looks okay, but like they're not very expressive. Like it has like a Botox effect. So like the voice actor will be like, ah! And the dog is just like like it looks very restrained. Yeah. But it was fine. We did think this was like 2004. It's 2011, which is crazy. So I don't know. Maybe they should have done better, but I don't think progress has really been made.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when we were watching, because Pup Academy, I think, is the same.
No, people. Pup Academy, they have like the weird. Is it?
I think it is. I think it's like
Pup Academy is
like a production company that just does a lot of these.
Yeah,
like that's their thing. Because I think I can't remember what it's called. Because I remember looking it up because I was like, I want to work there. I wonder if they have any jobs. Because I just want to like hang out with the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's all the same company. I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, clearly it's just like bad dog movies, and they just vaguely move their faces and run around.
But the one kid, so B-Dawg's owner, who's like the same exact personality as the dog, forgot he had a history project because he's a big dunce or whatever. And they're all like, oh, you idiot. I can't believe you forgot this project. So he's like, oh, think fast. I'll do a project on the Halloween hounds.
Because we just were on a field trip.
To like a cemetery.
The teacher just showed him all the haunted spots, I guess. For some reason. But and the dogs were there too.
Yeah, they go to the like police station and this cop like gives them police evidence to borrow just to these children, which
including like the magic staff.
Yeah, giant wizard staff that they just had unboxed in the evidence locker.
I guess he doesn't know it's magic, but like still.
Why is it just like loose in there?
He's just like, give it back when you're done because it is evidence.
But yeah, it's Halloween night. Oh boy, time for trick-or-treating. Everyone gets their costumes. They match the dogs. So fun. They go out and oh no, the warlock is back.
Yes, because the dogs all went into the haunted house. Yeah. And they found a mirror because there's a legend. If you say Halloween hound at the mirror 3 times, like Bloody Mary, it appears. And so he did it. I think he said it twice, and then the ghost popped up, and he was like, "It's the Halloween hound." And then the ghost is like, "No, you said it 3 times." And then they all run, and then the hound's there.
Yeah, they spend a long piece of the movie thinking that the ghost dog is the Halloween hound, even though he's not doing anything bad.
He's just kind of there.
But yeah, so the warlock is like roaming around. He wants to find 5 new dogs for the spell or whatever.
He's also looking for a spell book, and I'm not really sure why.
That was like not really ever explained.
Like he really wants the spell. I'm not sure if it's just because like he doesn't know spells and he needs. But then like the when the hound is back, it's just looking for puppies. I think. Yeah,
it's a little convoluted at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it is basically Hocus Pocus again, where he's like scared of all like the kids in their costumes, even though the costumes people wore in the 30s on Halloween was like so much scarier. But he's like, demons. And then again, exactly like Hocus Pocus, all of the adults in the town are spending Halloween at this like dance party where it's like a live concert, but only Halloween songs, and they're all in costume.
In the town hall, and we've like it's the exact same energy. And like the like warlock shows up there. He doesn't sing like they do in Hocus Pocus, but there is a costume contest.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're doing that. The kids eventually go to like they somehow got an address from the evidence locker, and they go there, and there's an old man.
They're like, you don't know about this kid, and he's like, no, I've never seen that kid in my life. He doesn't live here anymore. And it's like obviously
him. And so they work together. I'm not really sure. I think they're just trying to like stop it from happening. Them and the dogs are doing the same thing but completely separately the whole time. Yeah. And they don't like connect, like the humans don't connect that the dogs are part of this until like they're in the room.
And no one's like worried about where all their dogs are, because I guess they're just used to the dogs being out and about.
Which is wild. I mean, for the puppies to look the age they are, and for the amount of adventures they've gone on, it's like every week they're being stolen or going to another country.
Puppies grow fast.
I know.
Crazy.
But also in every movie, they're voiced by different people, and the kids are usually different. There's sometimes some overlap of like some of them will be the same, some of them are new.
That's really confusing.
But like not every time. It's literally different every time.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Halloween hound, his thing is he can like, you know, in like Supernatural when like a demon would happen and they would like exorcise the demon from somebody and they would like start like
I never watched Supernatural, but
smoke. It was a very like early 2000s CG type vibe. It's the same thing. He can just go and like exhale like a thick cloud of black smoke, and it looks so awful every time, but it turns the person or the animal into like smoke or like a creature. And that's always
sometimes it turns them into I think it just turns them into stone.
Yeah.
Because I think when at the costume contest, I think it was the warlock that turned the sheriff into a monkey with his like magic. So really all he can do is occasionally turn a person into an animal. Because he does that with the bully kids, and he does that with the sheriff, and he did that with the people in the like old times into frogs.
But yeah, they somehow learn that like Pip, he can be alive again if they can find his body, which is the stone thing that he got turned into, which is at the cemetery, where for some reason this little dog has like a $30,000 cemetery plot. Yeah. Like that's more elaborate than like most human cemetery plots.
Which like I know like I mean I love dogs clearly, but they had this dog. It's a puppy for what? A week?
Like how much money do you have?
I mean it'd be really sad if you had a puppy for a week and it died.
Yeah.
But I don't think you then would go spend like $1,000 or so $1.
That
like,
cemetery plots are like crazy.
I know.
Expensive. Like that is. It was very elaborate. There was a statue. Like,
I mean, the statue I guess was free because it's just the dog.
True. But yeah, so they go find that, and he's like, "That's me. That's my body." And then they like sort of impromptu magic him back into the body with the help of like the witch dog.
The witch dog. Who the entire time is shaking.
Yeah. So it's like one of those tiny skinny dogs that's always cold.
That like only has the hair on like its head.
And it looks so miserable.
Yeah.
So then he has his body again. We don't have to look at the horrible CG anymore, thank goodness. They learn that the old man is the boy. Big surprise. Whoa. At some point, the like aspect ratio of the film just like changed for one shot and then went back, which was amazing. I don't know what that was. They go into the house with the old man who's gonna help them now, and they have like the spell book or whatever.
Yes,
which is one of my favorite quotes.
Oh yeah.
He goes, "What's up with the book? The writing is all trippy," and the old man goes, "It's Latin."
That was when they go. I think that's when they went to the church to retrieve it. Well, because that was also.
They just kept going to locations.
They went to the church for a bit, and, like, the warlock tried to follow them there, and then he, like, I think tried to get in, and, like, the church rebuffed him, because apparently, like...
He can't, like, cross the threshold.
Yeah, I don't know. Building. I think that was why he, like, the lightning shot him back.
Oh, yeah, he was, maybe. Like, he kept just flying. I didn't know what was happening.
And he would use the his staff, once he got it, as, like, a hoverboard.
Yeah, it was crazy. It felt like they were trying to do a witch's broom, but he would just sort of stand on it and, like, surf.
Yeah,
just like, is this the point of the staff?
He just really had strong Nick Cage and Sorcerer's Apprentice vibes.
So Nick Cage.
Yeah, I wish it was Nick Cage. I wish Nick Cage played every single character in this.
That would have been really good.
If he was the ghost dog and the owl and the hound.
The warlock kind of did. They had like a police sketch of him or something, and it just looked like Keanu Reeves, and I would have loved if it was Keanu Reeves too.
Yeah, so they go to the church, they get the books, then like. Somehow everyone ends up at the house again. I don't really remember how. I think maybe the hound escorts them back after he like turns the witch dog to stone, and they're like, ooh, scared, so we gotta go with him.
But it's also just like
because he needs the 5 puppies for his spell or whatever.
But they keep trying to make everything so serious and scary, but every time they cut back to the one kid who's dressed as an alien, but he looks like he's dressed as broccoli, I just couldn't take it seriously. Yeah, I mean, between that... I mean, the whole movie I couldn't take seriously, like, but that one was just too much. And just, like, the dog that we were getting the most of, B-Dawg, was a bunny. And it was like, this looks so stupid. Yeah. It was all so stupid. Yeah, so they're back at the house. There's, like, little chases. The bullies that were turned into mice help them escape. Is this when the owl gets, like, deprogrammed? Yes. Yeah, there's, like, similar to Strays, there's, like, another, like, free yourself from your abusive partner plotline unexpectedly. And he's like, you're right, I don't need him. Life is better without evil lurking over my shoulder. So he, like, unlocks the cage that all the buddies are in and sets them free. So that's dealt with. Yeah. The Halloween Hound does the spell, because Pip says, oh, take me, you already have the other 4. Yeah. And we're like, well, then just the world is going to end. That doesn't really fix it. It just saves and he takes them, and then that's when all the, like, ghosts come out. Yeah. And there's, like, a weird scene where the, like, just wisps of smoke are flying down the street, knocking down fences, and then they go by some crazy teens who are TPing a tree, and then all their hair stands up. And it's like, what was that? Oh, and there's that, like, insane series of shots where they're both blowing smoke at each other, and they have these bizarre, like, intense close-ups.
Yes, that was when wasn't when the owl was trying to like distract him.
Yeah, and then the owl got turned into stone, but it was clearly rubber that just flopped when it landed on the ground, and like just cut away sooner, so we don't see that it's fully rubber.
Yeah. But okay. And then so the dogs escape. They like hide in the kitchen, and Butterball, he's hungry again, so he's eating eyeballs. And then the hound shows up.
The worst thing I've ever seen.
One of them goes, "I've got a plan," and then there's like a lot of back and forth while the dog is like about to eat them. Of like, you never have good plans. What are you talking about? I was like, just do anything. And then he's like, "Okay, Butterball, let it rip when I say go." And then like, the hound breathes out his smoke, and Butterball has the most explosive fart I've ever seen.
It's a brown cloud.
It's so gross.
It's
and
horrific.
They like combat each other. It's like in Harry Potter when they when it's like who is the more powerful spell, and that's what happens. It's and like then the really fart sends the stone spell back at
the fart is so powerful. It projects the magic back at the Halloween Hound, and his own magic turns him to stone. And we learned there's only one Buddies movie that does not have a Butterball fart plot.
Yeah, point. What one did we decide?
Santa Buddies.
Santa Buddies?
Yeah.
Because Santa's too wholesome for farts, I guess.
It's the only one. Halloween, anything goes.
Yeah. It's always like a big... I can't remember. The like Air Buddies, the original Buddies one, I remember it being a big plot point, and I don't quite remember. I feel like he's stuck somewhere. There's a lot of like, don't pull his leg... And, like, if you pull his leg, he farts. And then at some point, I think to, like, escape the evil guy, like, they're like, pull your leg. And then he, like, farts in his face and they can get away or something. It's, like, also a bigger plot point.
Always that.
Because it's, like, a big shame for him that he's farty in that one.
Big shame.
Because all of his siblings make fun of him for it. But now it's, like, clearly an accepted secret weapon that they can use when the time comes. Yeah.
But yeah, it fully does. It's just stealing from Hocus, especially now that we know that this one came out, like, way after Hocus Pocus. Like, it fully just was stealing from Hocus Pocus. Because all the adults at their weird Halloween dance club party get entranced by a Pied Piper... fog basically and have to like go out onto the streets looking for puppies.
I wonder if that's how everyone ended up at the scary house at the end.
They were led there
because we were all like, we were both like, why everyone came to the spooky house and the police showed up and it was like, who summoned them there? So maybe that was what
it just felt like. Something happened, the police have to come. I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know. The old man, the kids are up. They're like facing down the warlock.
Does somebody get killed by a Bible? Was that a thing that happened?
Like, he's like, give me the book, and they give him a book, and he opens it and it glows and he screams, and the girl goes, "It's a Bible."
I didn't realize this was such a Christian movie.
It was really was really funny.
In that one moment.
Just for that one moment, and then that kind of catches him off guard.
Yeah.
So, like, I think some of them punches him somehow. Or no,
the sun is rising. That seems like it's a big thing.
He shoots him with the staff, and then he goes up and reads the spell.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? This old guy's been preparing for 75 years for this moment, but, like, let's have this idiot kid who can't really read do the spell.
And then the old man sort of trips the warlock, but the warlock does sort of the Jaws 4 thing and just stumbles back fully 6 steps directly into the mirror. Oh no, I fell.
Oh no. And then he like
does like a monologue and then dies. And everyone is just fine. All the dogs everyone enchanted. Comes back. Everyone's fine. The police are here. They don't do anything.
I really thought that the old guy was gonna like sacrifice himself and like fall into the mirror too. But no, they saved him. They let him live so that he can make it his life's work. He can have his RV to have an RV to go find the other puppies' owners.
Because they're all alive, even though they're 100.
all alive for like maybe another couple years at best. But like these puppies are puppies, so they're gonna outlive all these owners. It's just, and also like, yeah, I love. Like dogs are really fun, but again, it's like. It's been 75 years since I've had this dog, and now I'm a really old person who probably can't walk very well. What am I going to do with this puppy? Like,
love is eternal.
I know, but, like, again, you had the puppy for a week. Like,
it's okay.
What?
It's okay. They're best friends.
Like, maybe, yeah. I know the one guy is, like, really attached because he's been spending all this time, like, learning the secrets of the devil to, like, defeat the warlock when he returns. But, like, all these other people moved out of town and moved on with their lives.
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
Top dog?
Top dog? Okay. Do we should check the camera?
Ah! God.
Was it going?
The timer, no.
I kind of didn't think about it until your timer went.
I was like, I'll remember from looking at it. I've been looking at it constantly. Really glad you said something.
Okay.
Oh, man. Every time, dude. Every single time.
18 minutes. Okay.
Thank you. Hot
dog, yeah. You were right. You were actually taking notes.
I took a few.
Any good quotes or like best moments? I mean,
yeah.
I thought the Bible joke was kind of funny. I thought the like, what is that like trippy language?
Yeah, Latin. I liked the quote, "No one makes a monkey out of Sheriff Dan." And then of course Sheriff Dan is turned into a monkey.
I wonder if that was the monkey who's in like everything.
Probably.
In like
it looks a little bigger
maybe
than like the Night at the Museum
monkey.
I liked when the warlock was sort of flying out of the dance club and screamed, "It's good to be loved, but it's better to be feared."
I missed that.
Very dramatically. Flying through the air. And then, yeah, the Latin one. I think that was about it.
Yeah.
Other top dogs. My overall top dog might be like just very cute decom production design.
Yeah.
Like it had the perfect sort of cozy Halloween childhood vibe that I was looking for, even though I had never seen it as a kid. So I felt very warm and fuzzy watching it, even though it was nonsense. The warlock performance is a close second.
I think the warlock and the Halloween Hound.
Yeah, the Halloween Hound was really good.
I think the two of them were really good.
Because we didn't mention the Halloween Hound is voiced by Tank from Surf's Up.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
So good.
Yeah.
I mean, what do we think of the animal performances and graphics? Like
graphics not so awesome.
Great. I mean, it wasn't like awful. Like I think if they had taken it farther, it would have been really bad.
Yeah.
But like I love when it just like the dogs talk and then you cut away and it's like a cute little puppy falling down the stairs. Mm-hmm. Like they try to run away, or like you cut away from like the Halloween Hound and he's leaving the room but his tail is wagging. Like, it's just a dog having fun. I really like that. But like I think the Halloween Hound was the best. The worst animal performances, those little mice. I hated them.
I hate when it's just full CG and like the CG's not quite there.
I like the sheriff dog too. I think he's pretty fun. He does more in some of the other ones.
Some of the kids were pretty bad actors, but that's okay. They didn't have to do that much.
That's why they keep replacing them. They're never satisfactory.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I think my top dog's probably the warlock guy. I just like, I don't know. He was so goofy.
Very over the top. Which one?
And just like cute animals. I love dogs.
True.
The next is Perspective.
Perspective. I hadn't seen this. Did you ever decide if you had seen it?
I don't know if I did, cause like I know I saw the one that came out before this, which was Space Buddies, I think. But like
they go to space.
Yes,
that's
go to space.
insane.
They get stuck on the space station.
Yeah, you're right. This is like every day.
And they make fun with the Russian cosmonaut dog and Yuri, the Russian cosmonaut, who's like kind of crazy.
Incredible. Maybe I did see that one.
Yeah, I think the dog, they call it, isn't it Sputnik? Which is like, isn't that the name of some space thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's fun. It's really stupid. I don't really remember. I think they sneak out of the space thing. Yeah. It's like the kids go to NASA for like a field trip and the dogs are there, of course.
Yeah.
And they just get on the spaceship and they have spacesuits and stuff. So they're ready for it. But
naturally.
So I know I watched that a handful of times. I watched the Snow Buddies and regular Air Buddies a lot. So I feel like when it got to this one, it kind of died off. Because like the two after this, I don't think I've seen. So I don't know if I've seen this one.
I didn't know they were still making them in 2011. Like, I would have thought they had ended
There's
a long
2
time
more
ago.
after this.
That's crazy.
Or 3 more after this. Wait.
How many are there?
No, there's 2 more after this. There's, that's one of my Uranus, so we can't.
Okay.
Of just how many are in the franchise.
Too many.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's fun. It's definitely not as fun as some of the other ones. Like, I think it's more fun when it's kind of, I mean, I was saying this, grounded to a certain extent.
When it's plausible.
Where it's like the first 2, there's no really magic. I mean, I guess space stuff isn't really magic, so I'll count that too. But there's no, like, supernatural elements to it. So it's like, yeah, this is absolute nonsense. Like, these puppies can't run the Iditarod and after training for, like, 2 days. And they're golden retrievers. But, like, I feel like that, I don't know, I feel like that's more fun than, like, all of a sudden there's ghosts and a warlock and magic. Because I think the ones after these are also kind of magical. I can't remember if one of them, they travel in time.
Yeah, it's already a lot for them to be doing crazy things within the known universe. Yeah, and it's just too much when there's more.
And then it's like, now there's even more CG because we have to make the weird looking ghost thing. It's like, I don't know, it's just a lot.
That's true. They were doing more than they had the CG budget for.
Yeah.
I mean, for 2011, it looks pretty bad in some moments.
Yeah. So I don't think it had quite the nostalgic factor because it wasn't one that I watched a lot.
I found it nostalgic just for that, like, I miss the old
feel of
kids movie Halloween vibe. It was very cute.
Yeah.
I had fun. But yeah, I don't remember vividly any of the Buddies movies. It was like the kind of thing they would put on when it rained at lunch and we had to eat lunch inside.
You don't know Air Buddies and Snow Buddies. Like,
I think Snow Buddies is the one that I saw.
Yeah.
Definitely part of Air Bud at karate camp.
I don't remember any of the actual Air Bud ones, just the Buddies.
I think I saw it.
Air Buddies I've seen so many times that I could tell you, like, beat for beat.
That's okay.
Everything that's going on. It's
I'm
also really dumb. That one's also slightly better. The girl one is voiced by Abigail Breslin in that one, I believe.
What is she from again?
She's from, I mean, I don't know what she's up to now, but around then was in, like, Little Miss Sunshine and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't remember the order of any of them. How many paws?
I wrote it
Music?
down.
I always just trust you to know.
Where is it? Okay. Yeah. Don't stop the music.
It was fun.
I mean, we had Monster
There were no,
Mash.
like, that
true.
was
fun.
The concert was good.
I wish there was a little bit more. The music, like, the scoring, what was going on?
There was some
so
weird
much.
moments. It would pivot drastically.
Most of the time it was just kind of like intense, kind of Halloween-y, generic movie vibes.
Sometimes a very dramatic swell of, you need to care about this.
It was,
Isn't this
because there's a lot of, like, nothing's really happening,
Yeah.
or it's just, like, a guy stumbling around a room, or, like, puppies talking to each other, and so you've got to add the music to, like, make anything happen.
Yeah.
But also, there wasn't much going on. I don't know. I feel like I would have added another, like, fun, spooky song. I know that's the budget probably wasn't there.
True.
But, like, what song would you add if you were to add a song in?
I think an original song that's Buddies themed. They need a theme song. They need a theme song that is adapted to each installment.
An absolute nightmare, and I would have hated it. But let the rapper kid rap.
Oh my god! Why didn't they do that?
It'd be the worst thing I've ever seen, and it would be, like, kind of offensive. Yeah. But, like, if you're gonna do it, do it.
It felt like they wanted to, and something held them back.
Like, cut back and forth between the kid and the kid who's voicing the dog, same boy. Let him rap. Man. Let him, like, get up. Right. Let the finale be they get up on stage and rap together.
If he had to cast the spell by rapping it.
That's
because everything would rhyme and it would be like a freestyle rap battle, but just the one kid against himself. That would have actually been horrible.
Yeah, I feel like like something that would have been a good climactic, kind of like the If it was like the Doctor Strange fight scene where they're like fighting with the different music and like throwing music at each other.
The worst thing I've
like
ever
that.
seen. Yeah. Man, that would have been good.
Yeah.
Really, really awful, but really
I
good.
feel like, you know, we've solved the problem. Everything's happy. Everyone meet back up at the town hall for like Halloween party again. And like let the kids and the dogs get up there and do an original song that's like just the narrative of the movie.
Yeah,
it's
and
like
the dogs
we're dogs.
Provide a backtrack of barking.
Yeah.
Sort
we're
of
dogs.
like acapella.
We fought a warlock.
Yeah.
He was scary. I was trying to think of any rhymes.
I don't
he
think
was scary, but we were hairy.
No. Yeah, room for improvement on the music. Didn't really stand out too much as is.
Yeah.
So just do something else.
Yeah. Okay. Who? Do we have any recasting thoughts, or if we had other people we would add, or who would we remove?
Yeah, I just think that similar to literally every movie we've covered on this podcast, the different like animal sidekicks should have all been Italian mob boss, over exaggerated accent voices, because that's just been what they all do. It felt like something was missing.
What's his name? Oh my god, now I'm blanking on the like guy who's in like Home Alone.
Oh yeah,
Him.
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
If Joe Pesci.
If the owl was
like,
Joe Pesci. If the dog was Michael Imperioli. If they got De Niro, like Shark Tale. If everybody from Shark Tale.
If the Halloween
was in
Hound was Marlon Brando.
Bro.
And he'd be like, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah. If only that. Why didn't they get Marlon Brando?
Because we already got a Citizen Kane reference with her name being
That's
Rosebud.
true. Why is that?
Why isn't her owner Orson Welles?
Yeah.
Why isn't she just voiced by Orson Welles?
Yeah, you're so right.
I know he's
dude.
like not alive, but like bring him back.
It's no excuse. Yeah, the ghost dog should have also been. They just all should have been Italian mob bosses, per usual. It's been the case in every movie up to this point. Why break the trend?
That would have been really fun.
Yeah, they could have done more with the. I mean, no offense to whatever Jonas kid, Frankie Jonas. Could have gone crazier on all of the voice casting, because why not?
Yeah.
Put Nick Cage in there. Put Keanu in there. Somebody crazy.
Yeah, I want to see someone like. Who else would be good as the warlock? Like Jack Black would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Someone who's like really gonna go. Like this guy was going for it, but I don't know who he was. If it was somebody I actually recognized going for it. Yeah, that'd be fun. Or if like, I mean, I guess we kind of recognized 3 of the kids.
Yeah. Because
the girl was from Ant Farm.
Ah.
And I think that was really all she's done. And then the one boy we recognized from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Like, who are these other 2 kids? Why don't we have, like, recognizable... I guess...
I don't think they could have predicted who would have gone on to do other stuff.
But they could have been big then. Yeah. Like, the other kids,
maybe
I guess, were in
stuff.
stuff.
I don't know.
I guess you're
What was I watching in 2011? Maybe they were in everything.
Yeah. I can't remember which one it is. That's, from What We Do in the Shadows. Like, one of them would be good as the warlock.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Those are all my ideas. What other costumes would you have wanted to see?
Ooh.
On, like, a kid or one of the dogs?
I think they should have had one of the dogs dressed as a cat, and he's really mad about it the whole time, and that's sort of a recurring unnecessary plot point.
That's better than a bunny. Like, that's what they should have done instead.
And it's just taking up airtime for no reason. For,
we were missing bits that have absolutely nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, there were a few, but not enough.
It was too focused. This movie was too focused on the plot.
It was a tight 90.
We needed more just absolute nonsense that nobody cares about. Like, the fart gave us some of that, but we needed
it was all
more.
of it compacted into one scene.
Yeah, we needed
disperse it throughout and no fart.
Yeah, and not be a fart.
Yeah. What other costumes would be good?
If it was, I feel like it was just very generic. I wish they had like gone for like
it was
specific,
very generic
because it was just like superhero princess.
Should have had some pop culture references or something.
If one of them was like, what if one of them was a character that like then one of the other people played?
Oh,
like,
that would.
What if it was like one of them was Jack Sparrow and the warlock was Johnny Depp, or something like that, where it's like, Why is this in the same world? Because this is Disney. You've got
crossover.
You have the IP of the Disney characters.
That's true. That would have been better.
Yeah. Well, I guess where do we put the train?
I'm a little stumped on this one. A train doesn't belong.
What if one of them was like a train conductor? I don't know where the train would then be, but...
Or for Halloween or just in life?
For Halloween.
Okay.
I'm surprised there's not an Air Buddies like on a train.
Yeah. Oh, put them back in the Frontier era.
Oh, that's a good thing. What if you were to make an Air Buddies? What would it be?
I would put the Air Buddies underwater.
Oh.
Mer Buddies. Because I would love to see the CG on that, and I think it would haunt me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would do... Yeah, Mer Buddies is really funny. I mean, like, Cowboy Buddies is also kind of fun.
That's good.
Or, like... They already go so many places. That's the problem. They already got so much covered. I don't know. Maybe, like, if there's, like, a medieval... They were, like, knights. Buddies of the Round Table.
Oh, that's good. It's time travel as well?
Yeah.
Like Magic Tree House? Yeah. Okay, maybe this is the solution to the train, is 1937. I don't know where this took place, but I feel like there was big train culture.
There was big train. Yeah. Trains happening.
I just think it would have made more sense there, and then maybe...
Yes.
I don't know, man.
I don't either.
That probably is the only place a train would make sense. They don't really go anywhere. They stay in the same town.
It's very...
Oh, instead of at the end, instead of an RV, he just gets on a train.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Gets kicked off because you can't bring 5 dogs on a train.
That's the answer. They get on a train, they're at the train station. I like that.
It's no longer even like, where would it be funny to have a train? It's just find one logical place, and then you win. Okay.
I like that answer.
I win.
Okay. I forgot to fit in my one joke that I wrote down. The only thing I wrote down. Actually, I wrote down 2 things. I wrote down that the Halloween Hound looked like the Hound from the Hound of Baskerville Sherlock Holmes episode. And then I wrote down Rip Pip. Rest in peace, Pip. The dog's name was Pip.
I know.
And I wish I had worked that into the recap, but I forgot.
I'm really glad you got it in now.
I know.
Thank goodness.
That would have been good in the rap song conclusion verse where he's like, Rip Pip, but then he came back to life. We love him. He's so cool. And then like it could be like they do in like kind of like in Bollywood movies where like just everyone comes out and dances and it's even like the director's there and stuff sometimes.
Oh, okay, that would have been good.
And like
just not
and, like,
those lyrics.
Then the like warlock guy comes out and does like a like spins on his head or something.
Yeah,
it's like some breakdance.
Okay, all of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Just maybe a song that is good. Maybe not though.
I think it has to be good, but like bad, but in a good way.
Yeah,
it has to be really funny.
That's true. Okay, fine. You're right.
Okay. What are we rating this? How many paws?
Solid 2.5 out of 4 paws for me.
Okay.
It's objectively not great, but like very good vibes, good time.
Yeah.
Cute, good for the kids.
I love the buddies.
Solid entry in the buddies canon.
It's cute. I mean, you can't, like, they're little golden retriever puppies. Yeah. They're so cute.
Can't be mad at it, even if it sucks.
Even though... Yeah, I feel like I'm somewhere between 2 to 2.5 because I know the other buddies are so much better.
Really?
In my opinion.
So hard to believe.
I think they're better.
I just think the Halloween version of something will always be the best version of that thing.
Oh yeah, there's sand buddies too. I forgot about that there's the Christmas one.
We'll have to do that for holidays. I wonder if you'll be able to say that one.
I hope so. Okay. So now we got yay or nay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it was impossible to find anything about this movie, so a lot of these are just...
I didn't know it was so neat.
I was trying to decide, like, do I want to do facts about Air Bud when someday we might watch the original Air Bud? But I think I'm going to, because, like, what else are we going to talk about?
We don't need to do that many. How many do you have without Air Bud?
Like 3.
Oh, maybe do 1 or 2 of the earbuds. We can save some.
So this one's not a yay or nay, but it's just like a guess. Okay. How many Buddies movies are there? Like, I'm gonna say, how many like Air Bud in the franchise?
Oh,
including Air Bud and all the buddies.
Okay, so there's this Santa Buddies 1 and 2, Snow Buddies, Space Buddies, Air Bud, Air Buddies. That's 7 just that I know, and I don't know most of them, so I'm gonna say like 11.
Okay. I counted 12, but when I looked it up, it said 14. But I cannot figure out what these other 2 are.
The ones that they pretend
it could be the Santa Buddies and the like Santa Buddy. Like I think there's 2 of those.
What were the ones that you were saying they just pretended never happened that had like 6
Okay,
buddies?
so basically what happened is there's Air Bud 1, Air Bud 2, which I'm gonna do another question about the titles, so I'm not gonna tell you what they're called. Air Bud 1, Air Bud 2, Air Bud 3 is when they introduce the puppies, and there's 6 of them. And they don't talk. And then there's Air Bud 4, Air Bud 5, and then there's
crazy.
Then there's the Air Buddies, which they pretend 4 and 5 didn't happen. It comes off right after 3, and there's now only 5,
it's
and
like
all the animals talk now.
Disregard that thing. We're jumping ahead.
And they all talk now.
Sure.
So
why not?
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, that's a lot. I know. My next question is, I'm going to do these 2 separate. I'm going to do the Air Bud ones and then the Buddies ones. And I want you to tell me which ones aren't real.
Okay.
So out of the Air Bud ones, only one of these isn't going to be real. So.
Isn't? Okay.
Yeah. Air Bud Golden Receiver, Air Bud 7th Inning Fetch, Air Bud versus the Boxer, Air Bud Spikes Back, Air Bud World Pup.
Those all make sense. You did a good job faking one.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say World Pup.
No.
Okay.
World Pup is the one where the puppies get introduced.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah, what is it?
Air Bud versus the Boxer.
Oh, okay. That one seems a little off, but I was like, I guess so.
I couldn't figure out what to call it. I was trying to think of, I was like, what's a sport he hasn't done that I could come up with a pun for? Because Air Bud Spikes Back isn't very good.
Because Boxer is a dog.
I know,
too.
exactly. I was like...
They missed an opportunity.
I know. Okay, now for the buddies. This one, 2 of these are going to be fake.
Okay.
Air Buddies, Space Buddies, Snow Buddies, Santa Buddies, Jungle Buddies, Super Buddies, Pirate Buddies, Spooky Buddies. Okay, I think that's all.
Most of them we've talked about. I'm going to say Jungle Buddies is fake, and what was it? Either Pirate Buddies or what was the other one that I had not heard of? Can you read them again?
Yeah. Okay, Santa Buddies, Treasure Buddies, Snow Buddies.
Treasure Buddies was not one that you said before.
Was it not?
No, I don't think so. You said Pirate Buddies.
I did say Pirate Buddies.
Well, there's definitely not Pirate Buddies and Treasure Buddies.
Which one is it?
I'm gonna say not Treasure Buddies.
No, it's not. Pirate Buddies and Jungle Buddies.
What is Treasure Buddies?
Treasure Buddies is, I don't know if they go back in time or not, but that's at the pyramids.
Insane.
That's in Egypt.
Sure.
So I can't remember if they go back in time or just like it's kind of similar to this, where like there's things from back then.
Yeah. Makes more sense.
But yeah, I'd like Pirate Buddies. Would be kind of fun.
That would be fun
if they were pirates on a ship. They could make friends with a parrot that talks.
That feels like it would also be kind of time travel.
Yeah. Okay. Yay or nay? Air Bud was inspired by Buddy from America's Funniest Home Videos, and he played basketball.
I'm gonna say nay. It just feels like a weird chain of IP to go through.
It's yay.
Okay.
That there's a dog on that.
That spawned 14 movies.
Scored a basket, and everyone was like, "What an idea!" And then they made a franchise. Okay. Yay or nay? The original Air Bud was racist.
I'm gonna go with yay because I just don't know why you would have come up with that.
Yeah. So the original one and the one that's on the cover of the original Air Bud movie. His name was Panzer, and he was replaced during filming after he kept barking at the non-white background actors.
Oh my
Yeah, literally awful. Okay. Yay or nay? The other Jonas brothers were really excited about this for Frankie Jonas. They thought it was going to be his big break.
Nay, they didn't even know he did it.
Yeah, I just made that up. I don't know what they thought.
Yeah. Why would that be like a reporting
I wish I had
fact?
found a quote about that though. Okay, yay or nay?
We're so happy. He's like doing just as exciting stuff as we are.
Yeah. Okay, yay or nay? Buddy, the original Air Bud, won the Favorite Animal Star Award.
Yay.
No,
Aw.
he did not. Who do you think he lost to?
In
What year? I think it was probably like 97 or 98.
Oh gosh. What else was there? Yeah, I have no idea.
He lost to Salem from Sabrina Teenage Witch.
Okay.
So.
Is that even a real cat?
I don't think so.
I see all the memes of...
At least not all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. There are 3 different types of golden retrievers. What are they? This is not yay or nay.
White, yellow, small.
No.
I didn't know that there were different types.
There's English, Canadian, and American.
Wow.
English and American, it sounded like, are kind of similar to English and American labs, where the American ones are like skinnier and lankier, and they're better at like, I don't know, running around. And then the English ones are like shorter and stockier, and they're like that's what I have is English labs.
Did not.
And then Canadian, I don't know, just said those ones are different.
Wow.
And there was also, I saw though, I guess it's not exactly the same, but there was like I don't think it was the Comfort Lab or Comfort Retriever or something. It was like a little one that's a little smaller. Okay, what rank in the top dog breeds in the U.S. is the Golden Retriever as of this year?
Oh, what?
Yeah, what rank is it?
I'm gonna say number 1. Number 2? Number 3?
Yes,
okay.
Number 3.
Wow, is a lab number 1?
What do you think is the top 5? Yeah, I remember seeing that the number 1 is new to number 1 this year or last year.
I always thought Golden Retrievers were number 1. I'm gonna say Lab, Beagle, Golden Retriever, Mutt, Yorkie.
Okay.
I feel like there's a mini one in there.
I'm not 100% sure if this is like just what people like or what they have.
Yeah.
But 1 is French Bulldog, which is new to the top.
Great. I've never known anyone who has a French Bulldog.
2 is Lab, 3 is Golden Retriever, 4 is German Shepherd, 5 is Bulldog, and then I stopped writing it down. But Poodle and Beagle were like 6 and 7. Sense. I don't remember what order.
Yeah.
Dachshund I think was 10. I don't remember what 8 was. But yeah. Okay. This is the last one.
We're running low on time.
The original Air Bud only took 2 months to film.
Yay.
Nay. Guess how long it took?
5 months.
1 month.
Incredible.
I guess because the dog could already shoot baskets, maybe.
Oh, did they use that?
I'm not sure.
I just ate very trained dog. That's impressive.
Yeah.
It probably shows.
They really like banged it out super fast.
Nice.
So that's my last one.
All right. Solid yay or nay.
Thank you.
Learning a lot about one type of dog.
About one type of dog and about one franchise.
Yeah. Didn't know it was such a franchise.
Yeah. Okay, we're back.
Grand finale.
So final thoughts. What do we think?
I had a good time. It got me in the mood for Halloween.
Yes. It was a nice Halloween-y time.
Yeah.
The buddies.
We had our weird Halloween drinks and our weird Halloween snacks, and I felt spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah. It made me want to be a kid on Halloween again. I really miss going out and like trick-or-treating and like having no responsibilities. I want to be a kid on Halloween. Were you
ever a dog for Halloween?
No.
I don't think I was either. My sister was.
I don't think I was.
Back when my mom made our costumes, she had a full dog look where her face stuck out from like a little hood. Yeah. I don't remember if she was a dog or if she was our dog because it was a yellow lab.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so next up is gonna be Pet Sematary. The original one though from the 80s because that one looked worse. I was looking it up and like
great from what I remember.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be like, but like not that great in like a campy 80s way is way better than just like not that great.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I haven't seen a lot of like 1980s Stephen King adaptations other than like, when was The Shining? Was that 80s? Anyway, I'm excited. I think it'll be a good vibe. And yeah, stay tuned for the rest of HOWLoween. That's just gonna go however long it goes. Yeah. There'll be a few.
Well, we have to wrap up. What's like the noise?
Oh, and follow us on Instagram at Pawlywood Pawdcast. What is the noise? You want to make a ghost dog noise?
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, a ghost dog noise. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like it's a good. Yeah. Like a
extra spooky howl.
You gotta add like the ghost like ooh.
It sounds nice and distant.
Yeah. Ooh. Fade off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So natural.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for watching.